Well, it looks official. The Commission on Presidential Debates is dead. Done for. I don't know how they could keep on existing. They put out a press release last week that they have released all the universities from their contracts, as if they had some kind of contractual control over these universities anyway. They have to rely on universities to raise millions of dollars for them to even hold their events. So I don't know if that means anything at all. The Commission on Presidential Debates lived a rough life. Born in trickery and died in trickery. What do I mean by that? Well, the Commission on Presidential Debates was first created in order to steal away the power over presidential debates from the League on Women Voters, because the League on Women Voters were upsetting the Democrat and Republican parties. Namely, they had a debate when Jimmy Carter chose not to come because they invited John Anderson, libertarian congressperson, for a 1980 debate, and they said, "Oh, we are not really in control of these events, are we?" No, the League of Women Voters hosting them. Why didn't TV networks host them? Because the Federal Telecommunications Act, 1934, said if you give time to a candidate, you have to give equal time to every other candidate. This isn't the fairness doctrine. This is the equal time doctrine. People get those things mixed up sometimes. The equal time doctrine says if someone is an official candidate and you give them airtime, you have to give the same amount of airtime to every other candidate, which could bankrupt the network if you think about how many people are official presidential candidates out there. It's more than just two, in case you guys didn't know. So since the 1980s, 1990s, it hasn't really been enforceable or enforced because there's so many exceptions to it. For example, interviewing a political candidate could fall under equal time doctrine. That was settled in court cases in the 1980s. 1991, kind of the death knell for that. But before that, it was thought you had to have a neutral organization do the debate so it could be covered by the media, so equal time wouldn't apply. Worked well until the League of Women Voters treated it like their event that had their name on it, and they're stamping it, so it better be good. They want to have it be at the quality they want. So in 1988, the parties came swooping in with their own demands. The League of Women Voters said, no, the debate is going to be on our terms, and they said, sayonara. We're going to go to the Commission on Presidential Debates, which Newton Minow and his dastardly friends crafted out of whole cloth just to serve the parties. Newton Minow believed strongly that if you didn't have the two-party buy-in, the debates would not happen or they would not be valuable. So he turned over all authority of the Commission on Presidential Debates to the candidates. And if you don't believe me, you saw that in the 2020 debate between Biden and Trump, where the moderator could not control the president, could not control Trump at all. He talked over everyone. He did his own thing. So the rules didn't really matter. As you could see, it was just created by the candidates, and the moderator had no authority over the president or over any participant in the debate. That's a big problem. The Steve Scully incident in that same year, no professional handling of that, no control over the spin out of that. The debate got canceled. That doesn't serve the American people. But this is the downside of Newton Minow's idea that the parties should be placated. They shouldn't be. We should have legitimate debate events and invite people. If they don't want to come, some surrogate will come. Surrogate debating is alive and well. Do you remember Ted Cruz debated Bernie Sanders on CNN? You remember Gavin Newsom debated the governor of Florida on CNN. He debated Ron DeSantis. And they had a surrogate debate about what's best for the country. Surrogate debaters are out there, and they will do it if the candidates don't want to do it. But Newton Minow didn't believe that. He believed you needed those candidates out there to have a debate. But his definition of debate became so watered down that these things weren't debates at all. Now you have the major networks doing it. There was the June debate between Biden and Trump that led to Biden's resignation, stepping down from the ticket. Well, he resigned from the ticket. He didn't resign from the presidency. He said, I'm not running anymore, and it was due to that debate. So debates can still move the needle and have a huge impact in popular opinion, but it's still not a debate. The legacy of the Commission on Presidential Debates is going to be their non-debate format of rapid-firing questions about anything with 2-minute limit responses over an hour and a half, taking turns and indiscriminate rebuttals, like at the discrimination of the moderator of whenever they feel like doing it, at their discretion. I said discrimination, it's a good slip. I bet you caught that in the comments. At the discretion of the moderator, they can give a rebuttal to anyone they feel like. That's not a model of debate. A debate is about one topic with two discernible sides. One side says the topic's a good idea. The other says it's not worth doing. It's a bad idea. They take turns. And then at the end, someone says, I think the better debating was done by so-and-so. Now, that could be us in the audience who says this person did the better debating. But it also could be a panel of judges. A panel of journalists could do it, or someone else. But it's not points and scorekeeping. It's not Olympic breakdancing or whatever, which apparently had a score but doesn't have a score. Like a B-girl ray gun debate that people were having. It's not like that at all. It's not scored like that. It's not rated like that. It's about who did the best job convincing you that they would be a good president. And the way it is now, I can't imagine anything more unpresidential than the way the commission debate format works. Random questions, 2-minute responses. The president never does this. In fact, they spend days thinking about important questions with access to the best data, the best research, and the finest experts that we have in the country to advise them. So these debates are going to roll on. The commission is dead in the water because CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox are going to host their own debates. No one's going to enforce federal telecommunication law anymore after the court exceptions that have been granted. So it's really open season now, and if they want to do these debates or they don't want to do these debates, it's up to them. But the commission is no longer necessary. It's just public pressure and whether or not the national media organizations can convince the candidates to show up on the debate stage. But did the Commission on Presidential Debates really die? Every debate I've seen so far has been the same format as the commission. The 2-minute question, rapid fire format. I don't know what we call it. We can call it garbage is what we can call it. I don't know what else to call it. But will there be any innovation in what the format looks like? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't think there will be. I think we've come to accept these as a part of our political ritual and our political theater. And unfortunately, I think that the legacy of the Commission on Presidential Debates is just going to be to haunt us with this horrible, horrible ghost of a format, empty ghost of a format, that I think is just going to haunt us forever and be what our political debates are going to be. Unless someone can come by, innovate, and do something new and different that puts the voters, the people, the citizens first, and the parties behind them. The debate is the most important thing, not the presidential part of the debate. Am I saying make debate great again? I think I might be saying make debate great again. I hate that.